G'day folks, today like every other day of the year is a great day to go fishing, so that's what I'm doing. Right folks, before I start, if you like adventure, then why not consider subscribing to this channel, because I go off on these outdoor adventures regularly and I like to share my videos right here on YouTube. Now, today I'm chasing trout. I'm up in a small stream, I'm lure fishing. I'm starting off with a small striped tiger nymph in soft plastic in black caviar colour. I've also got a few other soft plastics, some bladed spinners and a few small minnows that I might try out as well, depending on how the fish react to this. It's always good to take a variety of lures with you just in case one sort isn't working. Let's go and see if we can find out what's working today. I've got to get down there. I can't promise that this is going to end well. It reminds me of my snow skiing days when I was younger. Skiing down steep runs that were iced over. I always had really sharp edges on my skis to dig in. Look at that. I've used my snow skiing skills from my younger years to my advantage. Righto folks, I've put the striped tiger nymph back on, but I'm going to pull the claws off and just make it a bit smaller. Just trying different things. It didn't work full on its own. The Wildbait Minnow had one little strike and that's about it. So I'm going to go back to the soft plastic, but pull the claws off, just make it a bit of a smaller lure and see if that makes any difference. Oh, there's a strike. He hit it, he's following it now. It's only a little fish. I've paused it. No, he's turned. I had a strike on the clawless nymph. Look, the trout just rose over there, then look. I'm clean out of the water for something. I wonder if I can sneak up around this corner here and get a cast over there without spooking that fish. There definitely was a fish feeding just in there a moment ago. Oh, there he is, he swiped at it. He hit it again. It's a nice brown. Nice brown for about 25 centimetres, but he just looked really fat. There we got him. Oh, I lost him. He got off. He got off. He was a lovely fat brown trout in very good condition. Person. Oh, look at the little one. Oh, I lost him too. They're just not biting properly today. I've just hooked two at once and lost the both of them. Right, yeah, I'm going to put some lure scent on. I've got this is actually a striped tiger trout oil, but I've lost the label off it. Now, I'll put a bit of that on. I'll smear it all over. I'll put a lot on. Somebody asked me the other day if I think lure scent is worth it, if I think it works. I don't think it's the be-all and end-all. I've certainly caught plenty of fish of most species without lure scent, but I do think that it does just give that bit of advantage, particularly when the fish are like they are today, when they're half-hearted, they're not really committing to the strike, they're following it, they're hitting it weakly. Sometimes I think that little bit of extra smell can entice a stronger strike. So days like today, I think it's really good. And on any given day, it's not going to do any harm. It's only going to add value. So do I think lure scent for fishing lures is good? It's certainly a necessary bit of tackle. You don't need to use it all the time, but you can use it all the time. But there are some times where I think it definitely comes into its own, and that's the times where the fish are reluctant or not committing to the strike like today. It can just get you over the line, I reckon. Ooh, take it. Got him. Yes. Finally, I've landed one. I saw the swirl and he come out and hit on about the third go. There we go. I've had a lot of follows and inquiries, but I finally hooked a lovely little brown trout on the black caviar striped tiger nymph with the hooks removed, with the claws removed. See you, buddy. He is off like granny's undies, and there is my nymph. Oh, I've got to follow straight away in the shallow water. Take it, take it. Got him. Oh, he followed it for so long. Hopefully he's still coming downstream. Hopefully he didn't see me, although he has swam right down towards me now. Got another one. Got him. Yes. I'll probably see the first one take off, because when the first fish followed my lure halfway down into the shallows. Here we go. Lovely little brown. Bigger than the last one. I'll get a photo of this fish. A quick snap. Alright mate. Hang on, unhook that and off you go. There you go, buddy. Off he goes, look at that. Happy as 10 trout. My dad turned 68 back in February. I gave him his 68th birthday card and he said, "Thanks mate, but one card would have been enough." Rightio folks, I've got to pull up and have a break for a minute. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to change the battery in my GoPro and I'm going to put some fresh scent on my Strike Tiger Nymph, then continue on my journey. Got him. Haha. Lovely little brown trout. Oh, he got off. He got off and the hook sprung back into my finger. He was the smallest one today. I'm glad he got off because that means I didn't have to touch him. The less you have to handle them and touch them, the healthier they tend to be after they've been released. So self-releasing is a good thing. If you're a brown trout and you happen to be watching this video, where possible you should practice self-release for the ultimate chance of survival. 9 out of 10 brown trout surveyed actually said they prefer to get off before they get caught. Oh, got him. Oh, I lost him again. Look, here he comes. He's going to come downstream now. He's looking for it. He's just seen me, I think. He was looking for the lure to see where it went, then he saw me and took off. Got him. Look at that, I caught him in that tiny little crack in the rocks over there. I just sort of thought, I wonder if there's one sitting over there in that little corner there, just off the main creek. And sure enough, there was. Look at here, mate. We're getting very dark under here. This happens in the autumn as they start building up to spawn. They're still only April, they're not spawning yet, but their colours start to get dark. They just change colour. Won't be long now, buddy, and you can go and sow some wild oats. Like I did back in 1994 on New Year's Eve, down at the Sydney beach with my friend Tracy. Tracy, if you happen to be watching, thanks for a great night. Take it, take it, take it. There's a little redfin hitting it. Got him. There's another little redfin right behind it. I wonder, the other one was quite a bit bigger than that. Look at that. They face an autumn redfin on the Strike Tiger Nymph. I wonder if I throw him way up there somewhere, if that bigger one will still be there. There he is, there he is. I can see the bigger one. He's right behind it. He's just sitting behind it. He's not a huge fish, but he's bigger than the last one. How nice is that? Very pretty. All those autumn leaves and a bit of clear water. That'll make a great photo. Actually, I think I'll take a photo of that and I'll stick it up on my Instagram account. If you're on Instagram and you're not following me already, check me out. Robbie Fishing, Robbie Alexander on Instagram. Got him. Nice little brownie. See the smallest one today? He might just be. If not, he's pretty close to it. Lovely little brown trout. You can still see here he's got his faint paw markings, those brown spots. Beautiful little fish. See you next to you, mate, when you're quite a bit bigger. Isn't it amazing how well trout swim off when you release them this time of the year? as opposed to January when it's really hot. In the summer when you release them, they really struggle. I just saw a lady around the corner there with a pair of reading glasses on, and I said, you know what, you look a whole lot better without your glasses on. She looked at me and she said, yeah, well, you look a whole lot better without my glasses on too, you creep. Oh, here comes one. Look at him opening his mouth. I got him. Oh, I lost him. He was a nice fish. I could see this mouth opening and closing and opening and closing. I was too busy talking crap about the lady with glasses, and all I could see was this mouth munching on the back of my lure until it hooked up and then got off. Got him. Yes, nice fish too. You beauty. In the waterfall hole. What a way to end the session. I've had a great session and I've just ended it a great way. Look at that. That's got to be a good 35 centimetres or so of lovely brown trout caught in the waterfall hole. How good is that? Alright folks, lovely brown trout. See you later mate. There he goes, he is off. Wow, what an awesome way to finish the session. Rightio folks, thank you very much for watching. I've just had a fantastic session. It took me a few changes at the start to work out what was working the best, but once I cracked the code, I caught a handful of trout and a nice little redfin. The best system for today was the Strike Tiger Nymph in black caviar colour with the claws removed and covered with trout oil. The Strike Tiger Trout Oil Lure Scent. That's what worked the best for me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next video.